Hey, Dad, I've been meaning to talk to you about something.
What's on your mind, son?
Well, it's just that you're kind of, I don't know, boring.
Boring? Me?
Yeah, I mean, you're always doing the same old things. Reading the newspaper, watching the news, mowing the lawn. It's like you've settled into this routine that never changes. It's almost predictable.
Predictable, huh? I guess I like my routine. It's comfortable.
But that's the thing, Dad. Life's too short to be comfortable all the time. You need some excitement, some spontaneity. I mean, when was the last time you did something unexpected? Something crazy?
Crazy? I don't think I've ever been one for doing crazy things, son. I've always been the responsible one, making sure everything's in order.
Yeah, and that's exactly what I'm talking about. You're so focused on being responsible that you forget to have fun. You're not the same guy I remember when I was a kid. You used to take us on spontaneous trips, surprise us with fun activities. Now it's like you're stuck in this boring old man phase.
I'm not sure I agree with that. I still do plenty of things that I enjoy. I just do them in a way that makes sense for me at this stage in life. It's not about being boring, it's about being content.
Contentment is fine, but it can also lead to complacency. You gotta keep things interesting, keep challenging yourself. Otherwise, you're just coasting through life.
Coasting through life? I wouldn't say that. I've worked hard to get where I am, and now I'm enjoying the fruits of that labor. It's not about doing something wild every day. It's about appreciating the simple pleasures.
Simple pleasures are great, but they can get stale after a while. You need to shake things up, do something out of the ordinary. When was the last time you tried something new?
I try new things all the time. Just the other day, I tried a new recipe for dinner.
A new recipe? Come on, Dad. That's not exactly what I'm talking about. I'm talking about stepping out of your comfort zone. Doing something that scares you a little, something that makes your heart race.
My heart races plenty when I'm watching the stock market. Does that count?
You know what I mean? I'm talking about real adventure. Go skydiving, take a road trip without a map, start a new hobby that's completely out of character for you.
Skydiving? At my age? I don't think so, son. I've got enough excitement dealing with everyday life.
See, that's exactly what I'm talking about. You're too set in your ways. You gotta break free from that mindset and do something wild.
Wild isn't exactly my style. I'm more of a steady, reliable kind of guy. There's value in that, you know. Not everyone needs to be an adrenaline junkie.
I'm not saying you have to be an adrenaline junkie. I'm just saying you need to live a little. Life's too short to be predictable.
I don't know, son. Predictability has its perks. There's a certain peace in knowing what to expect.
But where's the fun in that? Life's about surprises, about experiencing the unexpected. You gotta mix it up.
I mix it up plenty. I just do it in my own way. I'm not as young as I used to be, you know.
That's no excuse. Age is just a number. It's all about mindset. You've got to stay young at heart.
I am young at heart. I just express it differently now. I don't need to jump out of airplanes to prove that.
It's not about proving anything. It's about keeping life interesting. You don't want to look back and realize you spent your later years stuck in a rut, do you?
I'm not in a rut. I'm just living life at a pace that suits me. I've done the crazy stuff in my younger days. Now, I'm enjoying a slower, more deliberate pace.
But you don't have to slow down completely. There's a balance, you know? You can still do exciting things without going overboard.
I suppose there's some truth to that. Maybe I could try something new, but it doesn't have to be something extreme.
It's not about going to extremes, it's about stepping outside your routine every once in a while. You might be surprised by how much fun you have.
Maybe you're right. But what would you suggest? What's something you think I should try?
Well, for starters, how about taking a trip somewhere you've never been? It doesn't have to be far or expensive, just somewhere new.
A trip, huh? That does sound nice. I haven't traveled much since you kids moved out.
See? That's what I'm talking about. You used to love traveling, exploring new places. Why not get back into it?
I guess I've just gotten used to staying close to home, but maybe it's time to change that.
You might discover a new favorite spot, or even meet some interesting people along the way.
Meeting new people? Now that's something I haven't done in a while. Most of my friends are from the neighborhood or old work buddies.
Exactly. It's good to expand your social circle, meet people with different perspectives. It keeps things fresh.
You got a point. Maybe I've been too comfortable in my little bubble. It wouldn't hurt to venture out a bit.
You don't have to become a different person. Just add a little variety to your life. It'll do you good.
I'll admit, the idea of trying something new does have a certain appeal, but I'm still not jumping out of any airplanes.
Fair enough. But there are plenty of other things you can do that are a bit less intense. How about taking up a new hobby? Something you've always been curious about, but never tried?
A new hobby. I've always wanted to learn how to paint, but I never got around to it.
Painting? That's perfect. It's creative, relaxing, and totally different from anything you're doing now. Plus, you might even discover you have a hidden talent.
I'm not sure about talent, but it could be fun to give it a try. I used to sketch a bit when I was younger, but I haven't picked up a pencil in years.
See? That's exactly what I mean. You've got to reconnect with those things you used to enjoy, the things that made you happy.
Maybe I've been too focused on the practical side of life. It wouldn't hurt to indulge in something just for the joy of it.
Exactly. Life's too short to be all work and no play. You gotta have a little fun, let loose once in a while.
You know, I think you're right. I've been so focused on keeping everything in order that I've forgotten to just enjoy myself.
You don't have to go crazy, just find a way to mix things up, keep life interesting.
I suppose I could do that. It's never too late to try something new, right?
You still got plenty of time to have some fun, make some memories. You don't want to be the boring old man forever, do you?
I don't think I was ever boring, but I see your point. I could stand to be a bit more adventurous, even if it's just in small ways.
That's all I'm saying. Just add a little excitement to your life. You'll be surprised at how much it can change things.
I guess I've just been in a bit of a rut, as you put it, but I'm ready to change that. I'll try to be a little less predictable, a little more spontaneous.
Just keep things interesting for your sake and for ours. We don't want to see you turn into a grumpy old man before your time.
Grumpy old man? I hope I'm not there yet.
Not yet, but you were heading in that direction. Now that you're open to trying new things, I think you'll be just fine.
Well, I'm not making any promises, but I'll give it a shot. I'll try to keep an open mind and see where it takes me.
That's all I ask. You might end up having the time of your life.
Maybe so. Thanks for the pep talk, son. I guess I needed it.
Anytime, Dad. I just want to see you happy and living life to the fullest.